our next bout of the evening will be the feature attraction. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the World IBF Junior Welterweight Title Defence.
Very moving South African music accompanies Jan Bergman into the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way into the arena, South Africa, Jan Bergman.
And as you'll see, Carltonville, by the way, is just outside Johannesburg. But as you'll see, a very big height and reach advantage. And a wonderful professional record of 32 fights, 26 victories. Inside the distance, no defeats.
Jan Bergman.
And wait for the eruption when Tszyu makes his way to the ring. They love him in Newcastle. He is now an Australian citizen, the former Russian.
For his fourth title defence. The champion, Kostya Tszyu.
Johnny Lewis, the great Australian trainer who produced the three-time world champion Jeffrey Fennick.
That's here, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the champion with the belt held high.
And Tszyu, with his gloves placed on Johnny's shoulder. You'll probably see a kiss on the cheek between the two as he enters the ring. That's become almost a tradition. And as I suggested, giving away a height and reach advantage. Professional record, though, of 17-0, 13 knockouts. The one thing about Tszyu, he comes into the ring and looks like he owns it. You love to see that in a fighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our action at this time, I'd like you to rise for the playing of the national anthems. We shall begin with the national anthem of our visiting contender from South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, the singing talents of Mr. Ron Knight.
No sé si querer Africa, malapagen Yesu panoayo, Yisma ime danzando yetu. No si querer fina luz papawayo, moreno polo jaba aeso, o fetice duen para mata sueño, o se bolo que se jaba saeso, sa jaba sa South Africa, South Africa. Sounds a call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa alone.
The marvellous quotes of Ron Knight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ron Knight. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we present the national anthem of Australia. The singing talents of Mr. Lou Greco.
Newcastle, sing it up with me, okay? And the rest of Australia, sing it with me. Australians all, let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soul and wealth for joy. Our home is good, I see. Our land of mountain nature's gift of beauty rich and rare. In history's fate, let every state advance to strength fair. Give joyful praise and let us sing advance
Lou Greco, clearly no relation to Buddy. As we go back to centre ring for the official
Ladies and
introduction.
gentlemen, tonight's featured attraction is brought to you by Tszyu Enterprises in conjunction with Sky Channel, your boxing network. In conjunction with Cedric Kushner Productions, going live on Cedric Kushner Network to over 80 nations. This bout is sanctioned by the International Boxing Federation, represented tonight by Supervisor Walter Stone, in accordance with the New South Wales Boxing Authority. Introducing the judges ringside, Ray Wheatley from Australia, Stan Christodoulou from South Africa, and Pete Pogowski from the United States. The physicians in attendance is Lou and Alex Lewis, and the IBF timekeeper is Des Bloy. All right, fight fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, it's showtime! This bout is for the IBF Junior Welterweight Championship of the World, scheduled for 12 3-minute rounds of boxing. Firstly, introducing the third man of the ring after instructions, the bell has rang, Billy Miles. This bout is picking up to know the rules of the IBF in accordance with the New South Wales Boxing Authority. Fight will be scored on a 10-point must system. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Only the referee can stop the contest, and the fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger. Fighting out of the red corner, wearing white and red trunks, at the scale in came in at 63.4 kilograms. Born in Charltonville, South Africa, currently residing in Las Vegas, USA. He now trains under the guidance of mentor Ken Adams. As an amateur, his KO ratio was an amazing 90%. His professional career currently stands at an undefeated 32 bouts, 32 wins, 26 of those victories coming by the way of knockout. He claimed the WBC International Super Lightweight title in 1990 after a 10th round TKO over Victor Baranov, a title which he has defended on 4 separate occasions. He was the WBC Intercontinental Junior Welterweight Champion and the South African Junior Welterweight Champion. He is currently the #1 contender for the IBF Junior Welterweight title. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Jan Kid Galvin Bergman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing solid black trunks and at the scale in came at 63.3 kilograms. Formerly from Serov in Russia, now residing in Sydney, Australia. Under the watchful eye of master trainer Johnny Lewis, he has successfully defended his IBF Junior Welterweight title on 3 occasions against Americans Roger Mayweather, Hugo Pineda and Corey Johnson. Tonight he enters the ring to combat his 4th title defense, this being his secondary mandatory defense. He brings to the ring an immaculate record. He is unbeaten in 17 fights, 13 of those contests by the way of knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the knockout king, the baby-faced assassin. Ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated junior welterweight champion of the world, Kostya. Referee Billy Bales to offer instructions.
Okay, gentlemen, keep it nice and clean. And I ask one thing, keep your heads to yourself. Touch gloves, best of luck to both of you. Thank you.
It's an apt nickname, the babyface assassin. And there's the turret of the tape. 169 centimetres, Tszyu, 177 Bergman. And the reach, a 14-centimetre advantage. The 10-point must system, which is the same as our previous contest, the 3 knockdown rule. Any boxer who goes to the canvas 3 times automatically is the fight is over, and only the referee can stop the contest. The bell cannot save you except for the 10th round. If you're interested in how the bookies see this fight, well, they rank Tszyu a 5-to-1 on favourite. So you'd have to put $5 in to win 1. The other fella 3-to-1 against. Tszyu 6-to-4 to win by knockout. Bergman 11-to-4 to win by knockout. But the interesting thing, between 2 knockout specialists, the bookmakers were offering odds of 33-to-1 about this contest going the distance. Jan Bergman. Obviously, there would be some Dutch heritage in Bergman's background. The Dutch, of course, played a major part in the early stages of South Africa. Tszyu has developed for himself in Australia a mystique, an air of invincibility. But if he walks into this man's left hook, he could, for the first time, find himself out for the count. That having been said, the title holder in his 4th title defence is entitled to be considered the favourite for the contest. Bergman has fought as a lightweight, so obviously no problems as far as him making the junior welterweight limit. Tszyu, the nuggety little Mongolian warrior, who is now a very proud Australian, formerly of Siberia in Russia. Both of these can't believe that their man will win this fight by knockout. Both believe that they could beat the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. That, of course, a very big statement. After De La Hoya stepped up the weight division, destroyed Darryl Tyson, and then, of course, cut up Julio Cesar Chavez. Tszyu will want to approach this fight by getting inside. He'll want to slip the jab, Bergman's jab, get inside and rip to the body. End of the first round and there was nothing in it. Scheduled it.
Choose your viewing from 23 of the world's best TV channels, or your listening pleasure from more than 46 CD quality audio channels. Pace is wrestling down prices. Grab this smashing offer while you can. Buy your Pace digital receiver decoder from one of these retailers or your local satellite dealer during the month of September, and you'll get your satellite dish absolutely free. Now you can really turn your TV on.
This is it, your channel of champions.
The American Anthems. Oh, Tszyu all over this fella. Backs him into the corner. Bergman looks to his corner. They can't help you. Bergman's trainer believes that Billy Miles interferes with fighters too often. But he comes in and splits up fighters too often and often backs away the opponent, allowing Tszyu then to come in. I personally don't see it that way, but they were ringside when Tszyu had his second title defense. And that's the way they felt the fight was conducted. Let's watch how that progresses through the evening. Both of them took beautifully with the left hand. Bergman jabbing well, trying to use that reach advantage, but Tszyu now getting back inside.
Punch it off, punch it off. Oh, look at this.
And the right eye a little closed, but no real problem surely, as Tszyu again comes across with the left hook. Two undefeated boxers meeting for the first time. Bergman again looking towards his corner. I don't know what all that's about. Oh, Tszyu has really tagged him. Tszyu cannot afford, though, to get overconfident with this fella. He's got to keep that right hand up, protect himself against the left hook. It is a very sweet punch indeed. Tremendous hand speed from both fighters, as Bergman now rips to the body.
Right clean. Get your punches up, Dan.
Bergman scoring well. The left jab. But Tszyu still avoiding the big left hook.
Right clean. Right. Yep. Good boy.
Choose your viewing from 23 of the world's best TV channels, or your listening pleasure from more than 46 CD quality audio channels. Pace is wrestling down prices. Grab this smashing offer while you can. Buy your Pace digital receiver decoder from one of these retailers or your local satellite dealer during the month of September, and you'll get your satellite dish absolutely free. Now you can really turn your TV on.
turn the light off and get into bed before it got dark. But I tell you what, you blink and you missed it when Tszyu throws it. Bergman is not content to work away on the jab. Now he's doing that a little bit better, but still he seems to be leaving the game plan fairly regularly and trying to strike with this man, and he's not going to stay in the ring with Tszyu if he stands toe-to-toe. Oh, Tszyu over the top, right hand, locked him back to the ropes. Tszyu far busier. A great contest so far, midway through round 3. Oh, he's hitting with everything but the corner stool. But Bergman, look at him punch his way out of trouble. The brave challenger, the #1 contender. These are two men who hit and hurt.
Get up again.
There is some blood on Bergman's body. I can't spot the cut. Perhaps it's above the eye. Yes, it is. Just inside the right eye. It can't be too bad, otherwise Billy Mayles would have asked the ringside physician to take a look at it. This is developing into Tszyu's toughest title defense already against a real puncher. But I don't think Bergman has been in the ring with a man who swats quite as hard as Tszyu. At this weight division,
Mutterbilt has got all the action, excitement and drama on the track and in the industry. With news and reviews and taking you behind the scenes, Mutterbilt is always ahead. Available every Thursday in Bilt.
doubled it up. He really had him in a spot of bother, but to Bergman's credit, he punched his way out of it. But there's no question about who's keen to get on with the show here. Tszyu again is up off his stool. He's ready to go. Round 4. Better stuff from Bergman. Sticking out that jab. Trying to keep Tszyu off him. He's got to use that height and reach advantage. If Tszyu gets inside, he's going to lose the fight. We'll see whether he takes the instructions in the corner to stick out the left, drop the right, and then swing up the hook. It's not bad advice, but if, of course, Tszyu was to slip the left-hand jab and then sees the right hand drop, could be all over Red Rover with a big left hook. Tszyu seems to be taking somewhat of a breather in this round, and that's helping Bergman, who is trying to jab, keep him off him.
Let it go, come on, break.
And there's the example of slipping the jab and following up with the left hook. Tszyu fighting a very intelligent fight and winning these early rounds.
Come on, punch off, punch off.
And more blood coming from the cut over the left eye.
Let him out, Glenn.
He sees punches beautifully, Tszyu, as you saw there. Bergman doubled up with two very quick jabs. Tszyu slipped them both. Bergman over top with the right, though. Again, Tszyu slips him. Answers with a nice straight left.
It's pride. It's just pride. And in the World Cup final, it was pride. You stood there in front of all those people and they were singing the anthem. You just felt so proud to be a South African and representing your country.
And Bergman bravely fought his way out. It really is a high-class contest as we take a look at a very brief replay. And again, Tszyu not using every second. He's up again. Bergman using every second he can get on the stool. And why not? Up against. Oh, Bergman's in a bit of trouble. He's walked into one. And he's holding on. Now he needs to jab. He needs to keep Tszyu off. He's superbly fit for South African, though. He was rocked early in this round, and here he is still punching. Only moments ago, he looked in a spot of bother. But you can see why he's undefeated. Again, he holds on, which is very good tactics from Bergman. That's what I'd be doing if I was getting myself inside with Tszyu. Getting myself inside with Tszyu, I'd take a baseball bat, but Bergman is doing what he has to do in this round. When you've been rocked in the opening seconds, you've got to keep away, keep running, and if you can't keep running, if you do get caught inside, hold on. Because your only option after you've been rocked by that sort of punch early in a round is to get through to the end of the round, get yourself onto the stool, and clear your head. You don't want to allow a man like Tszyu to come over to the top and keep landing because you won't see the round out. Bergman's job here is to get through round 5, get through the next minute 20. Stay in the fight. Because the one thing for young Bergman He's not going to win the fight in round 5, but he could lose it here.
Punch it off, stop! Don't throw. Let him go, James.
Which it takes a cool head to accept. And 32 victories without defeat would suggest that the South African has a cool head. Doesn't matter how you punch, you've got to have a chin. Bergman has been tagged again by the left hand, but again he gets on his bike quite well. Tszyu now chasing him. Back onto the ropes he goes. He's holding on.
Right. Let him off, Jen.
Look at Bergman. He's hanging on for dear life here. He really has been caned in this round, but he's got enough ring craft, enough experience to realise what to do when you're in trouble. That was a great round for Tszyu, but I tell you what, it was a very good round for that man, Jan Bergman. Well, the crowd noise ensures that we can't quite hear what the trainer, Johnny Lewis, is suggesting to Tszyu. I guess he'd be suggesting more of the same, son, but don't get carried away. Don't get careless. And look at this. Early in the round, he walked into an absolute haymaker of a left hand, was followed up by the quick combination.
Seconds down, round 6.
Seconds out.
And there's some action at the end of the round which showed Bergman still able to jab and move. Tszyu looks like he wants to finish this in round 6. Bergman.
Great play.
Has got to find a way just to hang in this fight. Because remember, you'll always give a man like Bergman a puncher's chance as he scores with a good left hand that rocked Tszyu's head back. And again.
Get it out, get it out.
And a cut, a severe cut has opened. And it was a great punch that opened that cut. As I say, you've always got to give a man a puncher's chance.
Let it go.
And a severe cut has been opened by a punch. Not by a head clash, but by a punch in the left eye of Tszyu. Now, Tszyu may well be on top on points, but if this fight is stopped as a result of that punch by Jan Bergman, he will win the world title. As simple as that.
Get to it, Kostya.
You've got to give a man a puncher's chance. And Bergman, let's see how much confidence he takes from opening that cut. Tszyu now, though, will be looking to finish this early. Oh, he's got him rocked. And very wobbly, down he goes. Now that's the answer of a champion. Tszyu knows that if this fight continues, down he goes, all over. Tszyu running over to make sure his opponent is A-OK, showing wonderful sportsmanship. But that man is a champion. He was cut. He knew if the fight continued, but that cut could well see the fight stopped and his title taken. So he knew that he had to win the fight, perhaps within that round, and he came out and he did exactly that. He did what he had to do. Tszyu is one hell of a world champion. And who's to say
Ladies and
But the
gentlemen,
Lewis camp is wrong. Who is to say that that man cannot
officially
take the title from Oscar De La
1 minute
Hoya?
and 26 seconds into round number 6 by the way of knockout. And your winner and still undefeated champion of the world, Kostya. Okay, we might just ask Kostya for 1 minute to have a chat with us. Being congratulated by his promoters, Vlad Warden and Ron Nash from Tszyu Enterprises.
You don't see many more spectacular comebacks than that as we go centre ring to hear from Kostya Tszyu.
A minute in this very exciting time. Congratulations, Kostya, once again. You got a nasty cut over your left eye, and you knew that in round 6 you really had to finish him off because the cut was looking pretty ordinary.
I mean, I didn't think to finish him off because he's very tough. He took so much punishment in the first few rounds, and he still was alive and still tried to fight. And it was headbutt, accidental headbutt. I can't blame him, I can't blame me. I mean, I blame myself because it's my mistake. If I got a cut, it's my problem. But I'm very proud what I've done because Jan is a really, really good boxer. He's got ability to be the champion. Not this time, sometime later he'll be the champion.
They're great supporters of yours here in Newcastle, Kostya.
Oh.
Kostya, I was saying that they are great supporters here in Newcastle of you.
Can you hear? Newcastle, hello! I love Newcastle, and one day I'll come back here, maybe not fighting, but do some exhibition because I love this city and I love these people, and I never had better support, like I said before. And I'll come back to Newcastle.
Kostya Tszyu, ladies and gentlemen, the champion of the world.
Well, there he is, retaining his IBF junior welterweight title. That's his 4th title defence. Another KO to the record. And Kostya Tszyu felt that the cut was an accidental headbutt. I didn't see it that way, but we'll give Kostya the benefit of the doubt for now. But I think when he watches the replay, he'll see that it was a clean punch from his opponent. And very brave, Jan Bergman. Very, very brave indeed. And perhaps we'll be able to get a word from him.
That was disappointing for you. Kostya put your way in round number 6. It was a devastating right hand, but you put up a terrific fight. It was a tough performance. Well done, but unfortunately for you, that not the victor tonight.
Hey, I would like to say all the best to Kostya Tszyu. He's a real worthy champion. I respect him, and I want to thank all the people in Newcastle for the night being with me, the hospitality and everything. Thank you all.
We've been Gallum in defeat. Thank you very much to South African Jan Bergman. Thank you.
He certainly was
Ladies and
going in
gentlemen, that
defeat.
brings us to close.
And you'd probably suggest that if Jan Bergman met almost anyone other than Kostya Tszyu tonight, he'd probably be walking away as the world champion. But this is one hell of a comeback. And as soon as the cut was open, the cut was checked by Dr. Lou Lewis. It was, of course, up to the ringside judges as to whether the cut was caused by a punch or not. I feel it was. And I think Kostya Tszyu, deep down, knew he had to get this fight over and done with. There was the first knockdown. And Tszyu, when he has a man in trouble, is absolutely ruthless. And here we go, with a right hand that'd rock you till tomorrow. Unbelievable right hook. They feel that he can beat Oscar De La Hoya, and if that is his next mission, it'll be one hell of a fight. Again, he'd give away large height and reach advantage, but that doesn't seem to trouble this incredible warrior, and it's great to see that the brave Jan Bergman managed to get up from that knockout and looks A-OK at this stage, because you hate to see anyone suffer serious injury in a boxing ring. But I tell you what, That's one hell of a right hand. Here it comes. Almost from the floor, and down he goes. Another angle of it. He'll have nightmares about that. That was some punch.